Meeting to order. If everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Make sure that Rose is on. Rose, are you on?
I'm on the line.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
on the line.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Rogers?
Present.
Trustee Reinders?
Present.
Trustee Pasmino?
Present.
Trustee Consolino? Present. Trustee Fielko?
Present.
Trustee Lana?
Present.
And Mayor Yukich?
Present. Are there any amendments to the agenda?
Yes, sir. There is one. I'd like to move I3 into executive session and vote for it when we come out.
Second.
Okay.
And I also have one thing to call attention to under I2 and I3. In the packet, each of them are numbered numerically the opposite.
Yeah.
So 2 is actually 3 and 3 is actually 2 under legislation and action items.
So we're going to go in order of the 1, 2, 1, 3, or you want to?
The three listed.
Well, I think as though their address, so we would just make 2, 3 and 3, 2, and then do them in the.
Okay. Okay. Next.
Mr. Mayor, if I can, I'd also ask that under executive session, we add an item, appointment and employment of specific personnel pursuant to 120 LCS 2/2C1. Thank you. Or 5 ILCS 122C1.
Okay. All right. Next, do we need a drum roll? This is for the recognition of retiring Will County Sheriff Lieutenant, Mr. Jim Holley. So let me come up by you, Jim. You can't promise that.
Deserves a drum roll.
It's all good.
Now, you're going to have to kind of stick with me on this because, you know, I need big letters. And I need them on something white, but this is gray and everything, so I got to stand under the light to read it. So, to my best friend, someone I never, ever forget, with great appreciation of your many years of excellent leadership, dedication, and commitment to the residents of Homer Glen, thank you for handling each emergency with an uncompromised competence and integrity, and for going above and beyond to make our homes, businesses, streets, and highways safe for all. All I know is that since I became mayor, Jim's been our lieutenant, my confidant, my person that I rely on for everything. And he's done such a wonderful job, and unfortunately with the time that's gone by, it's time for him to retire. And it's time for a lot of other people to retire, but he deserves it. This man is unstoppable. There's never anything I've ever asked for that you didn't get done for me. You were there for everything. You kept me in the loop on everything, which is very important. Thank you. So, with my heart and soul, I love you.
See you at the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, everybody, I wrote out some notes, and as you know, I like to go off the cuff because I like one-on-one. But I gotta refer to it a little bit, so I apologize for that. But it's been an absolute honor to be assigned up here. I've loved it. I thank Sheriff Kelly and Brian Conzer, the other sheriff, for letting me work up here. It's been an absolute pleasure. It was nice to look forward to coming to work every day. Whether it's, I should say every day or night, whatever it took, I was here. So thanks to my wife and children who made that possible. Thank you, man. I couldn't have done without that. So, I just want you to know too, as I am sad to leave, I mean, it's exciting to retire. It's truly a blessing, but I'm sad. I'm friends with every, I love this town.
You can always move here.
Yeah, I tell you, Homer's been like my other child. You worry about your child all the time, right? So. Anyway, all right, now I'm good. I leave you in good hands. Jeff Taylor, you want to stand up real quick, buddy? Not to embarrass you. So, I feel better retiring because you're going to be in great hands. Jeff has been assigned up here as a deputy, as a sergeant, now a lieutenant. Jeff, I believe 3/4 of your career have been spent in Homer Glen. So, as I say, the Sheriff's Department truly is dedicated to this town, and he's proof of that because they keep picking up here all the time. I know you really wanted this spot, so I thank the department for making that possible. It makes me feel better retired knowing that you're here. So, I guess, before I get too long-winded, I'm going to leave a bit of my heart here, but just know that I truly do love this town, and you're stuck with me. I'll be around. Don't worry about that. And anything I can ever do for this town, I will be here. Okay? I'm friends with Jeff. Whatever he needs, I'll be here. And staff, thank you. Everybody, thank you. And thanks to all those who came out here to support me. I'm sorry I'm kind of choking up, but I love this town. Thank you.
We love you too.
Thanks again. You've been with me since day one. Love you, buddy.
Love you, brother.
Oh, please, yeah. Family?
What?
Get a picture of family. I'm not getting all the attention, you guys, I'm sorry. Sure.
Yeah. I'm about the way to
Last thing, I just want to tell you, our success up here is because of everybody. It ain't because of me. It's because we're all a team effort up here. So humbly, I say thank you, but the credit goes to all of you as well. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Okay, we're under reports and communications from the mayor and other officers. Again, Jim, you mean the world to me. Your whole family's been by your side, and you've helped us out immensely, and don't know what else I can say about it, but we'll do some drinking later. All right. Next, we'll go to the trustees. Jennifer, you can start.
I just want to reiterate and say thank you to Lieutenant Howley. Trying to hold it together here, guys. It's been an absolute privilege and honor to get to know you, and I think you are irreplaceable. So thank you for your dedication to our community. You are a class act. I also want to take the time to acknowledge our Development Services Director, Michael Salamovich. He's not here tonight, but I'd still like to thank him for his years of dedication and institutional knowledge that he has given the home of Glen. Mike will be sorely missed, and he has served this community well through his performance, and I'm very fortunate to have worked alongside him with our Public Safety Committee, as well as Lieutenant Howley. Mr. Salamovich will be moving upward with his career to a much-deserved position as a Public Works Director with the Village of Oak Forest. Thank you, Mike. We all wish you well. And that's on my report.
Thank you. Trustee Lahar.
I'll talk louder. I also want to thank you so much, Officer Holly. I think you've made this transition for us being the new people here just very seamless, and seeing you on the streets or in the neighborhood, my kids love you, and so I just want to thank you. That's really nice that they have law enforcement that they can trust and love as much as they do. With that being said, I have you for one more event. I'm excited to say that the Ability Awareness Committee is going to be hosting our roundtable is first responders and accessibility, and we're going to be having the police and our fire department talk about how we can make our homes safer and more accessible, and kind of work together to making sure our kids and our seniors are safe in our home during an emergency. So I kind of begged him to stay for one more event for us, so I think we have him. So thank you again. Thank you for being so supportive of this committee as well.
Thank you. Trustee Rogers.
I'll just echo everybody. It's been a fun 7 years with you. You're such a great guy. You're so sweet. You're so kind-hearted. Such a good person. I mean, this community was so fortunate to have you. Never had an ill word to say. Always kept your cool. Very professional, and it helped me out on some personal things too. So I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And well-deserved retirement for you and your family.
Thank you. Next would be Trustee Pasmino.
Thank you, Mayor. I couldn't put it any better than the trustees and the mayor. So I will say that about a year and a half ago, maybe it's going to be 2 years, all that craziness was happening, was coming towards our community. And I told everybody, I said, hey, you know what? Lieutenant Holly's on the job. It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. And you were, and you did. And you are the personification of officer friendly. Thank you.
Thank you. That was nice. Thank you.
All set. Rose?
Yes, I'm here. I would just like to thank Lieutenant Howley for his dedication and his service in our community. I don't think anybody is going to be, your shoes are going to be very hard to fill. And I just want to wish you well in your journey into retirement and whatever road or path you choose in the future. Thank you so much for everything that you've helped off the board and all the members of the community. We're really going to miss you.
Thank you, Rose.
Thanks, Rose. And Trustee Fialco.
Yes, I'd also like to reiterate what everybody else has already said. I talked about leadership a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but it was about 6 months ago when I spoke about your leadership and the qualities of that leadership. And I resonate that once again, wherever you go, anybody that could have you on as an employee or part of their team will be very grateful to have you, because you're second to none. And that leadership role that you've taken throughout the years is second to none also. And I thank you for everything that you've done for this community. I've got to know you better since I've been a trustee, but we knew each other before that a little bit. And thank you once again.
Oh, thank you.
And congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you, sir.
In addition to that, I'd also like to tell Mike Salamovich, thank you very much for his 14 years. I am very sad to see Mike leaving, He's going to fill a role in Oak Forest, as it's been said already. And although I think we're all very sad to see Mike leave and the experience that he's got that the village is going to be giving to another village. If I had anything to prevent that from happening, if I could have been involved in that, I would have done everything I could have done to retain Mike. In addition to that, I'd also like to say happy birthday to Beth Rogers on the 17th. It was her birthday. Happy birthday, Beth. And
2-1.
You're legal now.
and that is my report, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Village Clerk.
I have a couple of things to report. Obviously, Jimmy, you know we love you. I can't say anything more, I'll cry, so I'm just going to pass up on that. Welcome, Lieutenant Taylor. You got some big shoes to fill. I think you could tell that by now. Clerk's report, we have 73 businesses who currently have not paid their business registration yet, 38 home businesses, 35 commercial, including late fees. That's a total of $4,380 still in outstanding fees due. I also wanted to report, a year ago tomorrow, Brock Backel and Carlo Caprio motioned to change the future of Homer Glen. With this motion, the previous board voted unanimously to be a more inclusive Homer Glen, and adopted a special needs committee, which is known as the Ability Awareness Committee. Although it was the previous board who took these initial steps, it is this current board who now proudly carries that torch. And I have to say, you guys are doing a mighty fine job. I've seen all of you take pride in the Ability Awareness Committee and make many efforts to represent all special needs families in Homer Glen. With Trustee Laha's personal experience and her guidance as chair, and this board's support, this committee is thriving and making up for lost time. I just wanted to take a moment and thank all of you on behalf of the families in Homer Glen who really needed to see this committee happen, and its success is impossible without each of you. So thank you.
Okay, next would be Village Attorney. Eric?
I believe Lieutenant Howie stepped out. I don't know if he's still right out there. Just gonna.
Doing an interview.
He's patrolling.
He's doing an interview.
Media's out there.
Are you doing an interview or something? I just want.
Sorry, Eric.
No, that's all right. I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure working with you, and you will be missed. And
Thank you.
You will always be the best-looking bald guy in the room.
Only when you're not here. It's been a pleasure working with you too, Eric.
Okay. Carrie, you have any for Village Attorney?
I don't know you well, but I will say this, you've always made me feel welcome with that big smile on your face. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Okay. Public safety officials, you want to do a final one and then turn it over to Jeff?
I'm just going to reiterate that everybody's in very good hands with Lieutenant Taylor. And Jeff, you're going to love it up here. Great people, be it the community, the other public service entities, village staff, elected officials, and just the businesses, everybody. It's wonderful. So thank you and God bless you, everyone.
Does he know he needs to shave his head?
Hey, the good Lord has a good sense of humor. Jeff can grow it up here all day long. He cannot grow this.
Okay. Jeff, you have anything you want to say? No. Okay. I understand.
We'll say.
We'll go to the interim village manager, Matt.
Well, I'll just say on behalf of staff, Jim will be missed. We enjoyed his visits down the hall, always putting a smile on everyone's face. I knew I'd say the same thing to you tomorrow. But you will be missed, and I look forward to working with Jeff starting next week.
It's been a pleasure working with you too.
Thanks, Jim.
Great hair too, by the way.
What day is your final day?
Actually, Tuesday.
Okay.
Till Tuesday. Yes, sir.
All right. Just got to know where you're at.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Probably be in Homer till Tuesday.
All right. Then we have right now consent agenda, or no, public comment. Do we have any?
No one has signed in, sir.
Okay, public comments over. Next would be consent agenda. Consider for approval the accounts payable for the period of February 11th, 2022 through February 24th, 2022 in the amount of $542,744.14. Number 2, consider for approval the treasurer's report of cash and investments for the period ending January 31st, 2022.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Or no, roll call.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Trustee Laha?
Aye.
Trustee Reinders?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Consolino?
Aye.
Trustee Fielko?
Aye.
And Trustee Pazmino?
Aye. Okay. Next would be legislation and action items. So we're reading. All right, we're starting there. Consider for approval resolution number 22-004, a resolution approving certain executive session minutes.
So move.
Second.
Was it Ruben, that was you? Okay. Jen, that was you?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion? Or we're bringing that into the... Okay. All right. Any discussion on it? Then, Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Pazmino?
Aye.
Trustee Laha?
Aye.
Trustee Fielko?
Aye.
Trustee Consolino?
Aye.
Trustee Reinders? Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
No, that's... Right. Okay. So I need a motion to approve intergovernmental agreement with Homer Township Road District for Homer Fest 2022.
So moved.
Make that second.
Wait, who was first? I'm sorry.
I was.
Jennifer and then Dan. Discussion. Madam Clerk, you want to call the roll?
Trustee Fielko?
Aye.
Trustee Consolino?
Aye.
Trustee Reinders?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Pazmino?
Aye.
And Trustee Laha?
Aye.
To do that one. Okay, next would be number 4. Consider a motion to authorize village staff to backfill a vacant maintenance worker position in the Parks and Recreation Department.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Consolino?
Aye.
Trustee Reinders?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Pazmino?
Aye.
Trustee Laha?
Aye.
And Trustee Fielko?
Aye.
Next would be number 3, or
Nope.
after closed. All right, so just workshop. All right, presentation of Simplicity Homer Glen app. Sean, I think that's going to be you.
Hi, everybody. We are happy to introduce the new Homer Glen app called Simplicity. It includes the village, the sheriff, the fire departments, the schools, the library, and the township, with other community organizations to come soon. We were looking for a mobile app solution because our website layout doesn't really translate very well to mobile phone browsers. We were also looking for a better, more direct way to communicate with the residents because with social media posts, as much as 95% of the original posts get lost through the noise of, endless responses and that type of thing. So Simplicity is a direct line of information, news, and events with no replies to dilute the original message. Residents can still reach the village's different departments through a direct messaging feature. The app can also issue emergency notifications as needed by our officials. We evaluated numerous options for the app. Most of them were very costly, and instead we were able to partner with the Simplicity company to help develop their new app together in exchange for a free app in perpetuity. The app can automatically take news and event items from our website and post them to the app, and soon simultaneously to our social media, eventually reducing the amount of time spent posting. As of today, our village has more organizations attached to the app than any other city Simplicity has worked with. And we produced a video to announce the launch of the app, how to download it and use it, which I'd like to show you now.
Homer Glen has a new communication app, Simplicity. Simplicity is free and allows residents to easily find community updates, announcements, and events. It also gives residents a way to report issues while on the go. It is available for Apple iOS and Android, and is easy to download. Go to the Google Play or App Store and search Simplicity. Get the app with the symbol of the yellow S. Start by finding your city. We're Homer Glen. When asked, what are you interested in? Choose the type of village news you want to receive. Options include City Hall updates, for seniors, kids and family, schools, crime and safety, local business, and more. For early adopters of the app, the Heritage Corridor Business Alliance will be raffling off some fun prizes. Set local business as one of your preferences so you can keep up to date with the HCBA and enter their raffle drawing. To ensure that your device will get smart notifications based on your preferences, tap your Settings app, tap Notifications, tap Simplicity, and finally, tap Allow Notifications. Simplicity's main screen is a scrolling feed of announcements and news in the village. To see events happening in Homer Glen, in order of date, tap on the calendar icon on the bottom toolbar next to the announcements icon. Through Simplicity, Homer Glen has partnered with other organizations here in town in order to provide residents with specific village content. A quick way to see a specific organization's information, like the Homer Township Public Library, is to tap on their logo at the top of the screen. For residents who want to notify the village about an issue or make a suggestion, simply tap on the Homer Glen logo button at the bottom right corner. From the menu, tap Message Municipality. Choose the village department that will receive the message. Fill out the comment form with your message and email address. There is an option to include the GPS location of the issue and/or a photo. Photos can be taken on the spot with a mobile device or uploaded directly from the photo library. Now, get ready to see important updates and discover local events with Simplicity.
Yay, any questions?
I think this is amazing. I love it. I think it's great.
So I had a question. Let's say a resident takes a picture, they send some feedback in. Who internally gets that?
Depending on the department, it goes to that person, the department head.
Okay.
Yep.
So each department head monitors the content?
Correct.
I mean, okay.
It looks easy for most. I have to ask my kids, they'll tell me what to do.
They're smarter than all of us.
They are. I agree. But it looks very nice, and I think it'll be real good for the village.
I'd like to
you,
thank
Sean.
Amy for her help with this too, and she was our wonderful voiceover artist as well.
Oh.
Very good.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Thanks, Amy. Okay, next would be old business.
Old business, nobody else is. I just would like to have an update on the flock cameras, if we could.
So the survey for the sites is scheduled for tomorrow and Friday. We don't have an estimate on when they will be installed yet. We'll probably wait till the ground thaws for that date. And then that's, when they're installed is when that 60-day clock starts.
Will be after the 7th camera?
Correct. Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, is there any new business? Did you get an update on the grant money?
Well, yes, actually, I did get some information from the state today I need to confirm with and talk to Austin Tyler, the contractor, on it. We need to finalize the business utilization plan. That's what we've been waiting for since the grant was submitted in spring of last year. So we did finally have some progress from the state on the number that we need to meet in terms of the contractors that are minority or women-owned businesses.
Okay.
Just to clarify, that's the grant money for the ring road?
Correct.
The cul-de-sac, correct, yes.
Oh, the cul-de-sac, all right.
And just one more question. Does that mean we received the grant money, or we're still in the process of meeting the requirements for the grant money?
So the only thing that we need to do is acknowledge that we'll meet those requirements, and they will give us the notice of the state award, which is which is the grant money.
Okay, so just to be clear, though, we have not received the grant money yet. Okay.
Correct, and we won't receive the grant money until we spend the money.
All right.
Okay. Next, is there any other new business? Okay, next is the executive session. One, probable and imminent litigation, and then 2, collective bargaining with IUOE Local 150.
And personnel.
And personnel. I need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Okay. Jen and, okay. If anyone needs to take a break, let's go ahead and,
Good idea. 5 minutes?
We have to vote on.
we got to vote on this first, so. We had a motion, Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Reinders?
Present.
Trustee Fialko?
Aye.
Trustee Piazmino?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Laha? Aye. And Trustee Consolino?
Aye.
Okay, we have the, now we can do a 5-minute for a break. Thank you.
Well, it's not over. It's not over yet.